A nice shot right there of a Coast Guard tall ship just off the coast of Coronado here in San Diego. Welcome back to the Honda Dealers pregame show. Steve and Bob with you. In baseball, everything's got to be uniform, except perhaps for fence distances and individual equipment. Jenny Kavnar now rejoining us from the field with a story about how the Padres use one local company for their bats. Jenny, fill us in.
Yeah, Steve, well, when Tony Clark came to the Padres, he brought with him the bat company he's been using for the last 2 years, Trinity Bat Company. So photojournalist Justin Renaud and myself took the trek up to Fullerton, California to see how one SoCal company does it.
It's about feel, it's about the quality of the wood, it's about the efficiency in getting the wood to you.
Baseball bats are just one of the many tools that Major League players like to customize, but the real mystery for fans is how does this piece of wood become this bat? Well, we're at Trinity Bat Company in Fullerton, California today to find out, and I'm with Vice President Jeff McGee. So Jeff, we're ready to see how a bat's made.
Let's check it out.
So this is what you would call the warehouse, the factory.
Yeah, we manufacture all the bats here. Tony Clark uses our bats, Adrian Gonzalez, Vladimir Guerrero, James Loney, Russell Martin, just a few. It takes about 20 seconds to make a bat. And then all the fun begins, sanding it by hand on the machine and then by hand to get all the scratches out of it. It starts off from the handle, goes to the barrel. There's different bits to help shape the knob. And then while the bat is being made, Anthony sands it, make it smoother. Here at Trinity, we touch the bat 18 to 24 times before the bat goes out to the player. We want the bat to look like a piece of furniture when it leaves the shop.
It's like a mom and pop shop where you really want the detail to shine.
Yeah, well, I mean, we fill our names on it. We want it to look the best out there. The quality is good. The players say that the quality is good. The label stands out. So that we just let the bat speak for itself and get feedback from the players. So.
Trinity, I started swinging their bats, I think the middle of 06, and their service, their wood, and their ability to cut exactly what I'm looking for has been outstanding.
Okay, so here's our raw material bat, but I know from this point the guys like them customized, decorated, etc. So where do we go from here?
From here, it's either sprayed dye, stained, then logoed, and then cleared, and then it's sent out.
All right, let's check out the process. Tony Clark is just one of a couple Padres that uses Trinity bats, and so we're making one especially for Tony today. How does he like his bat to look?
Tony gets them all dyed, all black, clear coated, and then logos, sometimes white, sometimes gold color logos. Well, his model is a 354. It's a big barrel bat. It has a big flared knob, kind of a little bit larger traditional handle, and all of Tony's bats are cupped to his specific weight. It's 34, 33, 34 the length, and 33 ounces. Every player likes different specs on the bats, down to the barrel size, the midsection of the bat, down to the handle, and down to the knob. There's probably over 150 different options to choose from.
Okay, Jeff, it takes about 2 hours for the clear coat to dry, right?
Yes.
So at the very end of the day, after the clear coat dries, you put the logo on, and voila, Tony Clark has a new bat.
We've always said we kind of want to be the Nordstroms of the bat industry, and the service, we want to have outstanding customer service, and to be there, we feel like that we want to be more than a number to these guys. We want to be a name.
You talk about the quality of the wood and the ability to order a particular size bat and weight and get what it is that you're looking for. A lot of times you end up with companies that'll cut you the right length. They may be an ounce and a half off, and for a big league hitter, it makes a difference. So For them to be able to cut exactly what you're looking for, consistently cut what you're looking for, and put in your hands a solid piece of lumber makes you feel good.
It was really fun to follow the process from start to finish, from just a piece of wood all the way to a bat. And then the company, Trinity, they actually delivered that bat to Tony Clark last week, so we got to see his new batch of bats being delivered. The company stands for quality, integrity, and pride, and you could really tell that when you walked in the door till, again, their final product when they delivered it here on the field. That's it for me on the field. I'm going to send it back to you guys at center field for the answer to the Navik trivia question.
Yeah, hey Jenny, real quickly, a question for you. That bat company in Fullerton, outside of Richard Nixon and Walter Johnson, who's the biggest star to come out of Fullerton, California?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What was that?
All right, never mind.
Sorry.
The answer's me.
I was going to say Steve Quicks,
There you
right?
go.
There you go.
Jenny, we appreciate that.
You got
Thank
it.
you very much. All right, time to answer our Navik trivia question. And a couple of segments ago, we asked you who's the only Padre to win the National League Most Valuable Player. And obviously, there's a lot of fans out there on this Memorial Day weekend who are already on the sauce because only 50% of you got it right. You said
50%.
92% would get it right. Come on, folks. It wasn't that long ago. Ken Caminiti, only 50% getting it right.
I am stunned. Hey, at least 50 of you got it. He also had the Gold Glove, the Silver Slugger that year. Great year for Cammy.
All right, baseball is next. Game 3 of this 4-game series, the Reds and the Padres. Bob and I will see you on the post-game show coming up shortly.
50%.
50%.